Rick accidentally rolled into a horde of zombies. Zombies swarmed him from all directions, and he had to scramble like a rat under the tank. However, the zombies followed him in like stubborn shadows. Rick crawled forward desperately, hoping to escape from the other side of the tank. But the zombies, seemingly working together, blocked his path. At this moment, there was no way out. In a panic, Rick pulled out his handgun and took down the nearest zombies. But faced with such a large number of zombies, Rick had no chance. To avoid being torn apart, Rick decided to take his own life but then noticed an open hatch at the bottom of the tank. It seemed there was still a glimmer of hope. Rick backed up to the wall, panting heavily. However, the crisis was far from over. He had just retrieved a handgun from a nearby corpse when a soldier reanimated. In a panic, Rick shot the soldier again. The gunfire in the confined space nearly deafened him. After a while, Rick regained his composure. When he peeked out to check the situation, he saw his bag of weapons lying outside, and worse, zombies had already noticed him. Rick had no choice but to retreat back into the tank. He counted his bullets, there were only 10. Escaping seemed impossible. As he pondered desperately for a solution, a mysterious voice came over the tank's radio. The voice sounded like an angel, and Rick realized this mysterious person might help him escape. He quickly grabbed the radio and replied, pleading for help. The voice responded, "You really should see this from my perspective. You'd be scared stiff." Indeed, the area around Rick's tank was swarming with zombies. The mysterious person continued, "Most of the zombies are busy eating the horse. There aren't as many on the left side of the tank. Run straight ahead while they're distracted. I'll cover you from the road. There's still a chance." Determined, Rick checked his gun and found a grenade and an ice axe. After steadying his breath, Rick burst out of the tank. He used the axe to kill a zombie and then leapt from the tank, despite the pain from his old wounds. Following the plan, he ran and shot zombies on the move. "Stop! Dead ahead! Come on! Come on!" A young man guided him to safety. Without time for introductions, they sprinted down an alleyway. There was a ladder not far away. The young man climbed first, with Rick following closely behind, barely escaping being torn apart. Once they were out of immediate danger, the young man introduced himself as Glenn. Rick asked why Glenn risked his life to save him. Glenn shrugged, saying he hoped someone would do the same for him if he were ever trapped by zombies. At this moment, Rick had no idea that this young man, his savior, would become his most loyal follower. Glenn led Rick into a shopping mall, but their companions were not happy to see Rick. The most impulsive of the group, Andrea, pointed a gun at Rick's head. It turned out Rick's earlier gunfire had attracted a horde of zombies. They had planned to quietly gather supplies and sneak out, but now they were trapped in the mall. Just then, gunfire erupted from the roof. It was Merle. Everyone was exasperated, knowing the gunshots would only draw more zombies. They rushed to the rooftop, where a burly man was shooting zombies with a sniper rifle. He looked formidable and unapproachable. Merle ignored their pleas to stop, exuding arrogance. T-Dog tried to reason with him, but tensions quickly escalated. In a brief skirmish, Merle knocked T-Dog down. Rick tried to intervene but was also struck down. Merle then viciously beat T-Dog, while the other survivors were powerless to stop him. After humiliating T-Dog, Merle declared it was time to elect a leader and nominated himself. The others, terrified, raised their hands in agreement. Rick, however, attacked Merle with a crowbar, subduing him with a swift, fluid move, and handcuffed him to a rooftop pipe. Despite being restrained, Merle sneered, confident that Rick, a cop, wouldn't kill him. But Rick, with deadly seriousness, told Merle he no longer cared about laws or rules. He just wanted to find his wife and son. The intensity in Rick's eyes finally silenced Merle. Although they had temporarily subdued Merle, Rick now faced a new challenge. Looking down at the densely packed zombies, this natural-born leader had to figure out how to lead the survivors out of the zombie-infested nightmare.